Whew. All right, let's see if I can still do this.
In the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna.
Ooh, what's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Willie. Hi. I recently posted a vlog on Sunday, and I'm like, I haven't been on here for a month, so that's sort of rude for me to sort of go MIA and then just come back and like, oh, check out my vlog from Barbados, you know? That's just how my mind works. So I thought that it was necessary for me to say where I've been. Yeah. If you, sorry, I'm gonna do a lot of nervous giggles. It's a thing, I don't know why. But yeah, if you've been rocking me for a while now, I consistently have said that I prefer to be behind the camera as opposed to in front of it like this. Hi. But that just cannot be a thing. There's something called I have to step out of my comfort zone. So yes, I've been battling with that. Like, all right, how can I still be creative? How can I still produce content that I love consistently without, you know, changing too much of who I am? Like, yes, I love doing chit chats like this. There's going to be much more to come. But I also love to create things, and for me to come up with content or creative ideas, it sort of does take a while for me, and it doesn't help when I'm battling life issues. As you can see by the title, I am going to be discussing me not graduating. I've actually been putting this off for like months now. I actually recorded a video in March, I think, February or March, talking about not graduating, but I just couldn't bring myself to actually posting it. Yeah, so that's basically the rundown version of what I'm about to start spewing throughout this video. I'm gonna try to make sure it's not too long, but hey, if it is, sorry. Yeah, okay, so let's just go into this video. Now that my class's graduation has come to an end, I feel as though I'm a little bit more okay, I guess, with talking about this, even though there's still some more trickled pictures on my timeline every now and then, but it's all good. Congrats to the class of 8217, y'all did that. Okay, so I'm not someone who was like last minute found out I wasn't graduating. I knew since last year that I wouldn't be graduating this year, and I'm sorry, I'm really trying not to be all over the place with this video, but let me actually take a step back. The reason why I've been MIA to get to the reason why I haven't been like feeling too hot is because I've been down, but it's not a down like where I was last year, because as I said, I knew I wasn't graduating since last year. Last year I was just flat out depressed. I was like, when I told my parents, or at least when I told my dad, I was bawling, crying. I told my mom, my dad, I told them last year, I didn't want it to be a last minute thing, like a month ahead, like, oh mom, I will not be graduating, so stop planning this party that you're already, because ever since last year, my mom's already trying to plan my graduation for this year. So I'm like, yeah, I think I should just tell her before, you know, they waste any money unnecessarily. And so yeah, back to what I was saying, I haven't been feeling too hot, but as compared to last year, I felt as though I wasn't super sad because I've been soothing myself into the process. The reason why I delayed talking about it was because I didn't want it to be an ongoing thing. I didn't want it to be a bigger deal than what it is, because yeah, I don't want to get emotional over it. Yeah, and I know everybody who I try to complain with, they're like, there's so many people who doesn't graduate on time, but it's like, yeah, that's not, you know, the vision I had for myself though. Growing up, I've always been good in school. I've always been a studious kid in private schools or in like the best schools, and so that's not really the path that I saw myself on. So yes, I felt devastated. I felt horrible. I felt like I let myself down, and even bigger, I let my parents down, and that's the one that really hurt me, because I was gonna be the first to graduate, but it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. And this is the same, now that I said all of this, right? This is the same position that I found myself in the first video that I recorded that I didn't post. I don't know what else to say besides it's sad because I can't change it. I don't know what else like to say, like, oh, the lesson I learned from this is, like, I don't have anything deeper to say than I'm not graduating. That is like, okay, now where do I go from this video, you know? So this is where I found myself stuck, but in the midst of it all, the one thing that I do find consoling, and this may sound very assholey, but I'm not trying to be an asshole, throw shade, anything like that, it's that majority of the people that I know who are graduating don't know what their next step is. So in a very dark way, I find that consoling because that just means that I have another year to have an excuse not to really be doing anything, to figure my life out. So I don't find, that's the only joy that I find out of this entire thing. Hey, I got another year to figure out what I'm doing with my life, I guess. But yeah. And so that is that. That is a few reasons why I haven't been here on my channel as often, or like producing content and all that good jazz. I also have a million other excuses, like all excuses right there. That's all my excuse. But yes, I am back. Oh my gosh, this spring, summer is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what it has in store. I can't wait to see where life blows me, basically, let's say that. Yeah, y'all, that is the end of this video. I'm going to stop dragging it out. Yes, if you reach the end, subscribe so you can join my sub tribe. If not, that's cool. Come back soon, because I do have another video that will be coming up briefly after this one drops. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys out later. Peace.